Hi everybody, Claire with Clairvoyant Psychic Medium here today on this Witchy Wednesday. Oh man, do we have a crap load to talk about today. So, there's a lot of like sirens and stuff going on outside, so if you can hear that, I apologize. Yeah, so if you're watching this, thank you for watching. Buckle in. This might be a little bit of a longer one. It might be emotional. I don't know what's going to happen. But here we are. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We made it. We did it. I did it. So, let's get to talking. Let's get with the announcements over with. So, I thought that I had this on silent. I don't. Okay. First and foremost, if you would like to be entered to win this month's giveaway, share the video, comment that you share the video. That is what gets you entered to win. And we are giving away one or two of these beautiful little kitty self-defense keychains donated by the beautiful Kelly Rogers. Oh, I love her so much. Thank you so much for doing that and sending these out for the coven to have and then for me to do for the giveaway. I appreciate it so much. So, that is the giveaway. And then plus there will be another gift. Again, I don't know what it's going to be yet. It might be something from a client or it might be a personal crystal that I pick. So that's the giveaway. Share the video, comment that you shared the video. That is what gets you entered to win. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure that you're commenting as to where to look, where you shared it. So that's the giveaway. All right. Events. Okay. Let me think. February 8th is a full moon. This is the celebration for all of the Aquarians in the coven. So, this is going to be a weirder full moon. But I plan on, this will be held down in the Cove. We're going to be celebrating birthdays, doing presents, cake, all of that stuff. But you're more than welcome to come. We're also going to be doing our tarot ritual for the full moon as well as our burning ritual. So, this is free to the public, but I'm just warning you, it is a little bit weird because we're going to be celebrating our birthdays. And this is the most, a lot of us are Aquariuses. We like the weirds, you know. So that, the 9th, Kim Pella will be in the studio. She's going to be doing massage, cupping, cranial sacral therapy, and access bars. So if you would like any of those, I think there might be one spot left. Maybe. So all you need to do is just shoot me a message and, we'll figure it out. And then, oh man, I am rusty. Hang on. February 23rd. There's something going on that day. I'm just gonna leave it at the 9th because I can't remember the rest of them. February 23rd. I can't remember it right now. But, yeah, check out my events page, guys. It has all the events listed. Make sure you're coming out to everything, guys. We have so much exciting stuff that's going on in the coven, or in the studio, sorry. There's so much happening, and I just have been dealing with some personal stuff, so I've been very absent and not able to like really dive in and get you guys all excited about it. So let's get excited about the 9th with Kim Pella coming, and let's get excited about the Aquarius birthday celebration on February 8th. So that's the next upcoming stuff. I believe that's it. And then as far as my special, guys, so I have been having a little bit of questions about this. So let me kind of break it down real quick. The special is tarot and astrology. If you want to just get the meat and potatoes and you do your own tarot and I give you a little synopsis of just your astrology, that can be done with this special. Or what you could do is if you are like looking to like get a couples reading, it can be tarot for your like the relationship and then a couples chart reading. You get me for an hour. That's what it is. And this is normally I don't remember how much it is, but it's significantly cheaper. It's only $80. So take advantage of that. I know that I'm booking in March right now. So go ahead and go to clairvoyanthealing.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, click book appointment, or click on book now on Facebook to take advantage of any of my specials or any of my services. Woo! Woo! Okay, let me get into the comments real quick. Good morning, Kendra and Tammy and Michelle and Helen. Oh, the 23rd is the Singing Bowls. I'm so sorry. Yay, Tammy, happy birthday. Oh, the 17th. Okay, thank you so much, Helen. February 17th, we are having Andy in the Cove, and we're going to be doing our beginners yoga class. So that is the 17th. It's $15 to come if you have a mat. We have a couple blankets here, but it's a beginner's yoga class, and I'm super stinking excited about that because let's be real. I'm not comfortable going into some Lululemon yay yoga that I've been doing it for years. I'm not comfortable. So we're having our own. So that's the 17th. Thank you, Helen. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about is happy stuff. So thank you everybody that chimed in and listened to me on the radio today. I had a blast. I was on Sweet 98.5 with Nikki and Laura on the morning show. And we thought we were only going to be like, it was only going to be like a 20-minute, 30-minute thing. And it ended up, I took up the whole rest of the show because the callers were just flying. There were so many. So, I needed that. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I had such a great time, and wow. Please make sure if you guys want to be kind of following for future, I will be doing this every single Wednesday. So follow them on Instagram, Sweet985. Follow them on Facebook. They upload stories and all kinds of stuff that is pertaining with the Wtichy Wednesday and everything. So and the girls are so stinking funny. They're so great. Like, Nikki was my best friend all growing up. She's a full-blown Scorpio, Aquarius moon. She's weird. I love her. And then Laura, she is Libra. And she has actually the weirdest, she has like the same placements almost as Cho. So it was really weird. I did her birth chart today because I was very curious. But she has a lot of Scorpio in her too. So that's why they mesh so well. But oh my gosh, I just had a great time. It was so good. It was so good. So that's the happy news. And I'm so excited to like just have that opportunity. It was amazing. Hi, Judy. Hi, Christine. Thank you, Christine, for watching and posting everywhere. Oh my God, you're amazing. So yeah, my birthday. So I want to talk about this and I want to kind of like explain everything. So first of all, I woke up on my birthday, very excited. Happy birthday, Claire. This was on Monday. And this is my 35th birthday, so I'm old. The main thing that I was super excited about was getting a new bed. I've had the same bed. I had a Sleep Number bed, and my side kept like, it wouldn't hold air. So, not even joking, for the past like, probably 2 weeks, I was having to wake up once an hour to air my bed up. It was hell. So, I mean, I was also taking care of my cat in that time. So that was also another thing. So it wasn't that big of a deal that I had to keep waking up or whatever. But, your girl got back problems. I've had back surgeries. This was hard. So we went to the Mattress Firm store. By the way, hands down, A1 service. I loved it. So Mattress Firm, it was the one that was on like L 132nd, like over by Target and Ulta and all that. So we get in there and we have this bed picked out and we're like, okay, we're going to go with this bed. It was like a floor model and they needed to get it out of there, whatever. And then out of nowhere, the guy was going to like implement all this stuff into the computer and someone like sold it out from underneath him and didn't tell him and whatever. It was a weird fluke thing that happened. So he felt terrible because it was my birthday and all of this stuff. So he ended up giving us a $4,000 purple bed with an adjustable frame that, like, hospital bed wise, it raises the feet and the back. It was over $4,000, almost $5,000 altogether for $1,500. I was so excited about that. And then I was super excited about getting the bed, and I could go get the mattress from this warehouse. So I was super excited about that. So we went to like the warehouse, which was just a couple blocks away, got the mattress on my Jeep. And then as I was driving to the apartment complex, I was frantic because, like I said, I have had back surgeries. I can't carry this up. So, and Cho can't do it by himself. So I was asking everyone. I was freaking out. Get into the parking lot, and there's these two guys, like, sitting in their truck, like, I don't know what they were doing. But I just walk up, and I was like, hey, guys, if I give you some money, can you guys just take this upstairs for me? I can't do it by myself. And they were like, heck yes! And just, boop, done. Like, the universe totally had my back in that moment. It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. So that's what I was saying. Like, I had so much good stuff happen on my birthday, and that was such an amazing thing. And sleeping has been amazing lately. I literally spent the entire day in my bed yesterday. Oh, the purple mattress is amazing. In case anyone was wondering, go for it. So then once we were finished with everything, the old mattress was still like in the living room, whatever. I had to load Eddie up into the cat carrier, and we were going to the vet. So I had to go to a second vet because I didn't feel that the first vet was like giving me adequate information. We didn't know side effects. Like I just wanted a second opinion, basically. So we went to a different vet, and come to find out, as I was putting him in the carrier, I noticed he had yellowing around his ear. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Maybe I didn't really think anything of it because we were putting stuff in his ear to be like appetite stimulant or whatever. Then we get to the vet and we take him out of the carrier, and I notice all of his skin is yellow. So I apologize. I'm probably going to get emotional. He was in complete liver failure, and the vet was so kind and so nice. This was Millard Vet, whatever, on 144th. And she was so amazing. Even Eddie, like, bit her at one time. Like, that's just his personality. But she was so nice, and they can't, like, say, hey, your cat's gonna die, you should do this, you know? So I had to, like, break it down for her through the sobbing and wailing that I was doing, and just kind of be like, listen, is my cat gonna be sick for the rest of his life? Is he gonna be poked and prodded for the rest of his life? Could he make it out of this? And she was like, he's going to have hospitals for the rest of his life. He's going to do this. Like, and anybody has met my cat knows that he's not a people person at all. He bites everyone. So, I made the decision, to have him put down on my birthday. And it was like the hardest decision I've ever had to make. And, I stayed in the room the whole time, and it was just so hard. And I just want to thank everybody that has, like, gave me so much support and so much love and sympathy and happy birthday wishes, and then the radio thing. Like, I feel like I have been at the center of attention for the past, like, 3 days, but I have been hiding at the same time, and it has been the weirdest experience of my life, but it's been crazy. So yeah, me and Cho spent the last good almost 2 days just bawling and crying and grieving, and then sleeping, and then waking up and grieving some more, and like just so much. And yeah, having a cat, this was my rock for 10 years. Like, this was my constant. So thank you for understanding and being able to, like, let me reschedule stuff tomorrow. I just couldn't function. But I realized, like, I'm a human, and I'm going to be messy, and I'm going to cry. I guess I was very scared to, like, do an appointment and cry and make it about me. But I realized, like, whatever. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be a human, and I'm going to be messy. People come to me every single day to find that space of comfort. And I guess that's my way of just, like, I need it sometimes too, you know? So that's the whole thing. So thank you for everyone watching and bearing through that. But yes, Hello, Kayleen. I think that's how you pronounce your name. But yeah, so that's a whole story. This has been a fucking week. It has been insane. So, just so much. So, guys, that's kind of what's going on. I'm so stinking thankful that the moon is out of goddamn Pisces because, I swear to God, I could have like made a river raft and floated away in my tears. So, but yeah, that's what's kind of going on. Thank you, everybody. Ugh, you're all so nice. That was a selfless decision. You did what you needed to do out of love. Yes. Thank you. I feel you. I had to do the same thing on my birthday a few years ago. It's hard. Healing send you. Rachel. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, I had that thought. I was like, I know it's so selfish of me to want to, like, just take him home and love him because it's my freaking birthday, but he's suffering. And it's not my decision. And of course, my birthday was the only day that I had off. So I was like, this had to all get done on that day. I was like, I was so selfish. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. I cannot watch him suffer. I can't be shoving a syringe down his mouth every few hours to feed him. Like, it's not, he has no quality of life. So he had a great life. So yeah, okay. Enough. I am hot. I sweated telling that story. Shoot. Okay. So let's get started, guys. Those of you that are new in here, what we do is tarot and astrology. It's a general reading, so pay attention. This applies to everybody. So the first thing that I do on the first day of the week that I go live, and unfortunately that's today, is draw a goddess card for the week. So I am drawing out of the Angel Prayers by Kyle Gray. I don't think I've ever used this deck. I forgot about it. So we have Live Your Joy. I love it. On the hardest week of the whole fucking ever, we get the Live Your Joy. So, your guardian angel is encouraging you to follow your heart at this time. Do what makes your heart sing. Do what makes you smile. Do what makes you dance and rejoice. Living in your joy is so important, and it is truly your only purpose here. If you are wondering what you are supposed to do with your life, this card is showing you that you are to choose the pathway that is fulfilled with joy and happiness. That is all. It is the key to inner peace. So if you feel yourself sad and drained in the moment, take some time to do what makes you feel alive, whether it be a hobby or simply spending time with a loved one. You are being encouraged to do it now. Anything that makes you feel blessed, filled with energy and alive is your joy. And today is the day to live in your joy. When you do this, you will draw in positive and loving experiences to your life that will wash away the darkness. Oh, I'm gonna choke on my spit. How perfect. How freaking perfect. So, I had this come to mind last night where I was like, I don't know what to do. I didn't do the laundry. I was so hermity that I couldn't leave my apartment because I have to leave the apartment to do the laundry to go down to the basement. And I might see people, and I was super hermity. I get in moods like that. And I was like, okay, what can I do? And I was like, okay, out of my self-soothe bucket, what could I use to help me? And I was like, I'm going to start putting a puzzle together. So I started putting a puzzle together, and I just was like watching my favorite shows on TV. And like, that's what it's kind of saying. Like, what is it that makes you happy? It's okay to take some time out and do that thing, because this has been a hard week. And it's not just been hard for me. Granted, it's been a very ginormous week for me, but take some time to do some things that make you happy and joyful and whatever. So that's a perfect card for the week now that I feel it, you know? Yes. Okay, so first card of the first row, guys, is, oops, shoot, I clicked on something, is the Five of Cups. So I am using the Mystic Mondays deck. The only reason why I don't like that Salvador Dali deck is because it's too stinking humongous. It is not practical for my needs. So here's the Five of Cups. Is the glass half full or half empty? Disappointing setbacks have got you in a rut. This downfall is regressing you back to painful memories where expectations fell short. Bitter and broken. You are filled with resentment over what has happened to you, taking the loss personally. It's okay to give yourself a moment to feel bad, but it is your decision how long you wallow in it. Hang on, something popped up. Go away. Okay. Forgive the people who have hurt you in the past, including yourself, for believing that they have the power to hurt you. Instead of thinking how much this sucks, reflect back on the lessons that you've learned. It may take some time for the sting to go away, so let yourself heal through this process. You will come out a much wiser human than when you started. So, you all know what my sting is. You all see this. And I think for me, like, the lessons that I'm learning is that even though it hurts so bad to love so hard and so deep, I don't regret it. And I've learned that I'm never going to let fear take that away from me, because the love and the good and whatever, even though I can't feel it right now, outweighs this sting so much more. So be thinking of that today. What are you guys kind of like in that you're just like, God, I hate this. I wish I wasn't in this. Think of like the lesson. Think of the lesson. So moving on, the next one, I'm using the Oracle of E by Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed for the second one. And we have GPS. OMG, your intuition is being a real show-off these days. And it is so ready to help navigate your life. And quite frankly, it's getting a tad bit impatient. It just can't understand why. When it knows the fun, easy route, you insist on doing everything without its help. There is no need to be lost, ever, especially now that you're about to stumble onto a gold mine. Ooh! So, intuition. Paying attention to your intuition, that's going to help us through this time. The next one, I'm using the Mystic Rebel deck. And we have Change in Direction. I love this deck so stinking much. Changes are here. Don't let this freak you out, darling. Change is good. In fact, the changes that you are experiencing are the result of the divine guidance and intervention. You, whether conscious or subconscious, have been changing and growing. You are no longer a vibrational match for your current life circumstances. You are leveling up. This card is here to let you know that it is okay for you to relax and embrace the changes that you are experiencing, or the changes that you feel inspired to make. Trust that these changes are in your best interest and highest good. If you've had some ideas about things that you wish to alter in your life, now is the time to act upon those, as conditions are primed for you to make some transitions into better situations and circumstances. If you start to see these things moving on their own and you start to feel out of sorts, take a breath and know that the universe is just simply working behind the scenes to get you where you need to be. All right, everybody, close your eyes. Let's get into this affirmation because I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. I am open to any necessary changes to improve my life. I trust that these changes are in my highest good, and I gladly welcome positive shifts, whether initiated by myself or spirit. Okay. So, we have the first row talking about the Five of Cups, that it's like we feel like life is shitty right now. We feel like we're going through it. Know that our intuition is on point and we are doing everything we can to kind of navigate like with our intuition, like, okay, I gotta turn this way now. Oh my God, I gotta go that way. Like whatever. Utilize that intuition. Utilize that gut feeling. Use your body as a pendulum, whatever you need to do. And then this kind of also is just saying the same thing. Like, it's okay you're going through a hard time. Take some time to chill out. Pay attention to your intuition. To pay attention to your body. It's going to kind of navigate us into the right way. So, that was an amazing row. That's awesome. Let me get into the comments real quick. The glass is always refillable. Yes. Sounds like me. Yep, Lisa. Okay, so that's the first row. Second row, we have the Princess of Swords. Okay. Sparks fly high with a twinkle in your eye. There are a million ideas floating around in your head, and you can't wait to tell anyone and everyone about them. Combusting with excitement, your creativity and brilliance cannot be contained. The Princess of Sword urges you to put your ideas into action and go for it. Young, idealistic, truth seeker, you have a gift for gab that has the ability to translate effectively to others. Writing and speaking comes easily to you, which will aid you when it comes time to spread your ideas and messages. With a thirst to learn, you constantly are asking questions and want to know the why of how the things work. Your high energy and curiosity are endless and feed off of your willingness to find the answers. With time comes experience, and the more you go after what you want, the more wisdom and experience you will gain. Okay, so very curious. That's very Aquarius of us, of like, oh, I need to figure this out. I want to dissect it, whatever. And kind of leading that curiosity with all of our ideas moving forward. It's going to make sense. We'll get there. The next one is loud and clear. 45. Can you hear me now? What about now? It's time for telling it like it is. Get very clear in your intentions and know exactly what you want to communicate. And trust that you are currently connected to the universal network. And just so you know, it is a lot bigger than 10 Gs. Okay, so we're connected. That's kind of like the same thing that the GPS card is saying. Like, we are connected, we're plugged in, our intuition is working, we are connected, we're able to contact whatever to kind of be able to help us. And then this card is going to say the same thing. Talk to your guides. Look how cool that is. I love this stuff. There's a little girl. Ah, that's so awesome. Okay. Remember how your angels and guides are assigned just to you to serve support and it's all the time? Well, they need your help to do their job. They can hear the ramblings of your heart, but it is much more powerful when you speak out loud to what it is that you think, feel, and desire. Imagine if your coworkers, loved ones, or friends had to simply guess how to assist you. It's the same thing. They are there to help you with these things, big or small. Nothing is too basic or too lofty. They are directed by both the force of the universe as well as your free will to help you co-create the outcome that you desire. And just like ordering a vegan, gluten-free pizza, you've got to communicate what you want to the right people. If you never put in your order, they don't know what to deliver. So take time today to connect with your guides by speaking out loud to them, thinking intentionally to them, or even writing it out on paper. Trust that you are being heard and that your angels are getting right to work on your behalf. Ooh, I fucking love this. Okay, this is your affirmation. Close your eyes real quick, everybody. I experience a constant line of open communication between myself and spirit guides. It allows me to freely flow divine guidance and magically manifest the deepest desires. So this is super weird because I actually did this today. I didn't tell anybody about it. And so it's just this, the card, that's what's happening. So before I got up, like, okay, so one thing about me, I take a shower. I get up ridiculously early to take a shower. And then I go lay back in bed, maybe fall asleep. But I lay there forever because my hair, I have very thick hair. And I feel like, and I could be making this up. This could be just some weird quirk that I have. But I feel like if I let my hair sit in a towel for a long time, it's so much easier to, like, do it later. This is how I human. But anyways, as I was doing that, I spoke out loud. And I was just sitting there. I was like, all right, good morning, God, guides, angels, and everybody. I was like, I got a big freaking day ahead of me. A big morning. And I need your help. And I went into everyone. Like, all right, great Uncle Larry, let's do this. I need your help with this. Okay, 6, let's help me with this. Like, I was going through all of my guides and really, like, pinpointing on, I need this. And then at the last, I was like, all right, Odin, I need you to call back all of my power. Bring it all to me. I need to be here. And I need to be all me. So, talk to your people today. If you don't know who your guides are, there are so many YouTube guided meditations that will help you kind of connect to them. And then, I mean, you can always book a session with me. I can connect to your guides. I can figure out who to talk to. A lot of the time, there are family or past family or something like that. But then there's also a lot of weird ones. Like, I have fucking Odin. Like, so, those of you that don't know who Odin is, he is Thor's dad, the Norse mythology allfather. I've had numerous shamans and like, psychics tell me like, oh, you have Odin, like, pfft. So anyways, talk to your guides. They're going to help you through this. And you have no idea, like, just to be able to kind of like take all of this like heaviness that was in my heart today and be like, I need you to take this for a second. Like, I can't deal with this. I got to put it to the side and focus and go forward because this is too heavy. Help me get rid of this so I can keep trudging and moving forward and all of this excitingness of what my business is doing, you know? So, they are here loud and clear. So say it out loud. I love that. And the Princess of Swords, remember, let me go back to that because of course I don't remember it right now. Oh yeah. All ideas. So your ideas that you have, maybe these are things that you've been wanting to do, things or whatever. Talk to your guides to be like, okay, I don't know how to get there. I don't know what to do, but I need your help with it. The best guide or deity to kind of do that is Ganesha. Do some research. I use him all the time to kind of be like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to get from point A to point B. Ganesha, take over. You're probably going to make another obstacle and something crazy happen in order for me to get there because he's the remover of all obstacles. So use that. If you're not all about that, talk to your dead people. Use them. So what a great tarot reading for the day. God, it was heavy. That's just the way it is. The towel takes the water. The towel takes the water out. LOL. Oh, shut up, Bailey. Plop my hair. Yes. I've often wondered how to find my guide. Yeah, I can do it for you. Or like I said, they have it on on YouTube. Okay, so I wasn't 100% prepared for Erica's thing. So hang on one second. Let me get this queued up in here. And I tried to play it first, and it was very loud. So I'm just going to warn you, if you are listening to this with headphones, I have a feeling that her message is going to be really loud. Oh, come on, dinosaur. My gosh, this computer is ridiculous. But yes, so the next portion of what we're doing, guys, is thank you so much to Erica Lane Astrology. She goes through every morning, and when she does her astrology for the day, she also sends it to me so we can kind of get the deep dive into the brilliant mind of her, because I'm not fluent as well as she is in astrology. So that's what this next part is going to be. If I can get this to fucking work. Come on. You can do this. Come on. What is this down here? Oh my gosh, guys, hang on one second. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. Window capture? Hang on. Off. Off. It's not working. There we go.
Hello and welcome to your astrology reading for Wednesday, January 29th, 2020. So today we have the moon moved into Aries, and it is conjuncting Chiron and Black Moon Lilith. We also have the ruler of Aries, which is Mars over here, and it is still squaring over to Neptune and Venus. as well as this whole Aries party going on over here, is squaring the nodes. So let's dive in to what all of this means. So, okay, Aries is the sign of identity. It's the sign of ego, and it's also the sign of war. And this is interesting because Aries actually rules the first house right here of the zodiac. And so that's why it rules self-identity and ego. I think that, in my opinion, the reason why it also rules war is because it literally is a war to keep your self-identity through the whole cycle of your life. Because as you move through life, people are going to constantly try to imprint on you, and eventually throughout life you end up losing your identity. At least this happens to most people. So Chiron is the wounded healer, and in your chart it literally represents the key to healing your trauma and your wounds. It literally looks like a key if you see that there. So when it is sitting in Aries, this is a crisis of identity. So this is some type of identity wound, and depending on where it's moving through in your chart can give you more insight into that. Like, for example, the Chiron in Aries right now is transiting over my 7th house. So this is my identity versus my relationships, how I see myself with other people. And the wounds with that are like, how other people see me and how they can take away my identity. Now, like, for instance, if Chiron in Aries is transiting your 4th house, this could be how your family has given you identity wounds. And that's, kind of what you're working on healing right now. Now, Black Moon Lilith was just in Pisces with Neptune and Venus, and she has moved over into Aries. And this is going on while we still have the Aries planet Mars still squaring over to Neptune and Venus. So remember, this is a lot, like I had talked about before, this is like you wondering what is real and what isn't real. This is because of this programming. Because people will tell you, well, this is what it means to be a woman. This is what it means to be a mother. This is what it means to be a friend. This is what it means to be a lover. And you have learned all these things because, Sagittarius is the ruler, is what it represents is learning. So you've learned all of these patterns and beliefs, and that's also what Neptune represents is beliefs, and Venus represents other people. So this is all the beliefs and learning that other people have imprinted into you. But now Black Moon Lilith moves into Aries to remind you that that's all that is, and that in order to go towards the North Node, you have to be 100% authentic. And especially with the moon here again, to remind us that that's the same thing going on with your emotions. Your emotions need to be 100% authentic of who you are as a person, not how other people tell you that you should be. So, like, it's kind of like if you've ever been upset and cried about something and someone comes up to you and goes, this is no reason to be sad. You shouldn't be sad about this. Stop crying. And that's where we constantly question ourselves, and we're like, oh, well, maybe I shouldn't be upset about this. Maybe I shouldn't be crying. And then the next time you feel like crying about the same thing, you suppress it and shove it down. And that's what Black Moon Lilith is all about. It's like, what are you suppressing and shoving down that's not really you? And she's ready to go to war and fuck everybody up in order to remind you who you are. And basically, you're never going to reach this point here of complete self-care, comfort, love, and peace if you're not recognizing who you are as a person. What you want in life is going to be different from what the status quo of what you should want in life is, and that's 100% okay. What else do I want to say about this? Also Chiron, it moves through all of these signs it stays in all these signs for different amounts of time, but it actually stays in Pisces and Aries the longest. So it's kind of like it needs the most work in Aries and Pisces and then it can move through all the other signs a little bit faster. And I think that that's because, Aries is the beginning and Pisces is the end. So remember, we are at like a true beginning of things in life right now, and in the entire world, in the collective consciousness, we can really feel that we're moving into something new, some type of new beginning. And in order to fully move into this new type of beginning, we really have to let go of this bullshit in the past, of where we've been, of all of this pre-programming. So, I guess I feel like I'm kind of repeating the same thing over and over again with astrology, but really that's what it's doing. It's just pounding it into us all that the way to move forward now is to be yourself, to claim who you are as a person, to stop acting a certain way because you think that that's what other people expect out of you. To be yourself, to do what you really want to do, have the career that you want to have, be in the relationships that you want to be in. Your identity needs to be what you choose your identity is, not what your parents told you you were, not what your boyfriend or girlfriend told you you were, but what you are. And move forward with your emotions on your sleeve. Be upfront with other people about how you feel and who you are and what you want out of life. And also be a little bit selfish, because that might hurt other people. Other people might not be okay with that. You might lose people because of that. And just, having faith, Neptune and Venus conjuncting, have faith that by being this way, those people that you're losing is all for the highest good, and that the people that truly need to be in your life are going to end up finding you now that you're really being who you are. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. Hang on. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so that was almost exactly like what I was talking about the whole time. So, thank you so much, Erica, that gave us that astrology update. And I hate it that I lose people when we do that, but I love hearing it from her version because it dives in a way that I am not able to, and it's perfect. So thank you, Erica. The thing that kept coming up in my head is that the night on my birthday, one of my friends, Bailey, who's been my personal assistant, so you hear me talk about her a lot, she rushed over with warm brownies to bring to me. And there was like a moment where Cho found something that like reminded him of Eddie, and I could tell he was going to start crying, and I was like, don't cry. Like, in my head, I was being that like patriarchal, like Capricorn of me, like, no time for crying. There are other humans here. We can't do this in public. Like, it's so stupid that we do that. And that's what I was kind of like conveying when moving forward with my life right now. Like, grief is messy. It's so messy. I was telling Erica about it, where I'm just like, it takes over my whole body. Like, I left my keys in the door on my birthday. I left my credit card, like, lost it. It was in a pocket of something. Like, my brain just doesn't work, and it's insane. And Erica was like, yeah, it's like you're possessed. Because it really is. Grief is such a, like, it just gets in here and it takes over everything. And it's like, you must pay attention to your emotions completely. And it's hard to snap out of that because there's so much sifting that you have to do. And as humans, we are programmed to be machines. Newsflash, we're not. We're not machines. So if you break down in the middle of work, like, example, after Six died, Six was like my best friend. It was, yeah, you will hear me talk about him a lot if you're new to this. But I had to go to work because I had just started a new job. And I was working, I was a school photographer. So I was taking all of the, like, pictures for high schools and stuff like that. And this girl came up to me, like, to sit down to, like, get her picture taken. And she was like, Claire? She was like, why? How are you working right now? And I lost it. Like, just burst out in tears. And everyone that I worked with were all males. And they were like, go away. Oh my God, go away. Like, I was so shunned for having emotions because my rock died, you know? And that's how I've been my whole life. Like, and like, sorry, not sorry, mom and dad, do not have emotions. Sweep it under the rug. Suck it up. We don't have time for this. Like, normal boomer way of thinking. It's not the way it is anymore, guys. It isn't. If you need to take time off and grieve, if you need a moment, if you need to do whatever you need to do, fuck society. Fuck everything that has to do with all of that stuff. And take some time to heal your goddamn self, because that's what we are doing as a generation, coming in and being like, hey, we're humans. We're not machines. We have to take care of our human self, body, mind, and soul. We can't just take care of material and keep trudging, and we're not machines. So, sorry, went off on a tangent with that one, but I loved what Erica was saying, and fuck, that was beautiful. So that's exactly what's going on with the astrology. That's what's going on in my life. I hope this all resonated with all of you. But my gosh, that was beautiful. Sorry for yelling at you. You weren't yelling. And if we want people to stop shooting up schools and killing them because this is what needs... Yes, exactly. So we need to pay attention to people's emotions. Like, this is why people do stuff like that. Like, oh my God, I did so much research about the Columbine shooting back in the day, and realizing that they just want to be heard. They just needed their emotions to be heard. And if we have organizations and places and outlooks and all of that stuff, like, this is the way to go. Like, I love that I have clients that are teenagers, because Jeebus Jeerdeezus, if I was a teenager and I was able to connect with myself in an emotional way to understand what is going on as a teenager, my life would be so completely different. So, if you guys have teenagers, help them with their emotions. Tell them that it's important, that they should be heard, that it's okay to have emotions. Men, it's okay to have emotions. It's okay to cry. One other thing that popped up into my head with all of that is, like, at one point, Cho and I were, like, laying in bed, and I was crying or something, and he, like, gave me his hand, and he was like, I want you to squeeze my hand as hard as you can and put all of your emotions into that. And I'm, like, squeezing hard, you know. I'm a girl, and I'm not as strong as him, and he was like, harder! He's like, let it all out! Harder! You know? And it was just such a stinking cool, beautiful thing. Like, I love his little fucking weird Scorpio-ness in him that allows him to do this, or even his Cancer moon. I don't know. But I'm so thankful for that, because to me, I'm so used to, like, Capricorn, Aquarius, like, stuff, get it, you know? So, be emotional. That's what being a human's about, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yes, this is the change. Yeah. So, that's kind of it, guys. That's your tarot and astrology for the day. Thank you so much for chiming in. Again, if you would like to be entered to win this month's giveaway, share the video, comment that you share the video. That is what gets you entered to win. You get one of these beautiful little kitty self-defense keychains, maybe one or two of them. Also, another thing will be provided. Again, I'm so sorry that I'm terrible at mailing stuff out. My life blew up the last couple weeks. I want to say that I would like it to be settled down so I can figure stuff out, but I'm not God. I don't know what's going to happen, but bear with me in that time. I will get everything out for the Christmas and November. Fuck, I'm sorry. So that's the giveaway. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, please comment where I can look for it. But share the video, comment that you share the video. That's what gets you entered to win. And then also, if you would like to take advantage of any specials or my services that I got going on, the special that I have right now is the couples thing. You can use it for yourself. It's just a tarot session and an astrology session. I can go over your chart, or I can go over a couple chart, or I can just do a tarot, whatever. It's only $80. It's a hell of a deal. Go to clairvoyanthealing.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, click book appointment, or click on book now on Facebook. I love you all. Have an amazing Witchy Wednesday. Thank you, thank you, thank you for so much love and support. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.